Hello everyone, welcome to the Ichimoku charts.com daily analysis for the Euro US dollar FX for Thursday, April 4th, 2013. Well, the bar that we're analysing here is this second last bar that we're seeing on the chart. The final bar here is currently developing, but in this bar that's finished developing, we have a very large white-bodied candle. We see the buyers now coming back into this market. Previous to this, the market was attempting to rally through the important resistance that was previous support at 128.57. Today, a very solid bullish close up above this area. It does suggest that there has been quite a change in sentiment in this market. The market was previously rallying on these indecisive spinning top and doji type candles and did suggest that there was good potential for this market to trade to lower levels, but as we've seen recently, this highlighted zone on this chart is a very, very strong area of previous support and resistance, and today we see very strong upside price rejection from there. We see the sellers losing commitment once again down around that area, and the buyers taking control of this market at the close of trading. They were very, very strongly committed, and we've had a very strong bullish close up above 128.57, and therefore a very, very strong change in sentiment. With this current candle as it's developing, it is bearish. It's a white body candle, so now we should be looking to the 128.57 area to act as support if the market does trade down around that area. We could also look for support around the Tenkan Sen, the green line. And today the market has closed up through the Tenkan Sen, and it has been some time since we've had a bullish close up above. We had one inconsequential close, so we could see a similar pattern develop where we had a bullish close and the market sell off. Now the market today has also found a resistance at the Kijun Sen, and that's a very likely scenario. And if we look at recent trading, it has been quite some time since the market has even traded anywhere near the Kijun Sen, so there is a possibility that we could see more upside from this market, but at the moment no evidence of that. Just above where the market traded to today, we have very strong previous resistance, prior support, once again around this 129.68 level, and then we had this small window that was opened around the 129.96 level roughly. It was closed, the window was closed because the price action traded through there but was rejected from there, so it still is in play. The market hasn't actually closed up above there, so it still may be significant for this market and may hold as significant resistance. Strong resistance up around the 130.25 level as well. Now in terms of the Fibonacci extension, and technically this market at the moment is still in a downtrend. The candle prior to today's trading had a lower high and a lower low. In bar chart terms we have an outside day. Technically the trend hasn't changed. We don't have a higher high and a higher low, so the previous trend remains in force, but certainly the little doubt that the sellers are no longer supporting the downtrend that the market's in. But just looking at the Fibonacci ratios, the market traded through the 38.2% level and almost to the 50% level, and we saw this very strong price rejection from there, so this does suggest that there is a good possibility of a change of trend. The short-term dynamics are favouring that change of trend to the upside. And in terms of the Fibonacci retracement here today, we've seen the market actually test to the 100% level and be strongly rejected from there, suggesting that sentiment is now with the buyers, a strong possibility of a change of trend, but they will now need to be strong enough to trade the market up through and close up above the Kijun Sen that's trading at the moment at roughly around the 129.38 level. Now in terms of patterns, previously we saw a flag pattern that occurred in the market. The market failed to reach that pattern and still is technically trending down. And then in recent times another flag, a bit larger than the previous flag, and they tend to be continuation patterns. But if you recall, I suggested that because of this very close by solid zone of support, the chances of the market actually breaking down to the downside and reaching any target based on that breakout would not be good. Here now today we've actually seen the market close in a bullish manner up above this target, this pattern, the upper boundary of the flag pattern, and it does suggest that this market will trade higher. Now flag patterns, as I've said, do tend to be continuation patterns. That means that they continue after the breakout in the direction of the prior trend leading into the pattern, and that hasn't happened. Reversal patterns are where the trend after the breakout is in the opposite direction to the prior trend leading into the pattern, and that's exactly what's happening. So based on this, there is a potential for this market to actually trade up to around the 130.25 level. We have a target roughly up around, probably up around the 130.79 level. Whether the market will reach that target is debatable, because we do have very, very strong overhead resistance, and I doubt that it's likely that the market will reach that level. I think the area around the Kijun-sen, where the market has traded to today, is very, very strong, and just above the 129.68, previously very strong support, and then very strong resistance. So it will be a very strong barrier to this market. Now, in terms of Ichimoku, bearish market in the long-term time frame. The market has a bearish bias by trading down below the cloud. Technically just bearish in the medium-term time frame by trading below the Kijun-sen, but very close to the Kijun-sen, so almost a neutral market in the medium-term time frame. And now a bullish market in the short-term time frame by trading above the Tenkan-sen, and a bullish close up above the Tenkan-sen does suggest that this market has a chance of trading to higher levels, but as I've already mentioned, the very strong resistance just above the Kijun-sen and the 129.68 level suggests that really this market may not trade there in the next few days. Now, in terms of the hourly chart, and here we've got some pivot point analysis on the current hourly chart, and we've seen the market open up above the middle pivot point, and the market is now trading down towards a second time frame downtrend, a series of lower peaks and lower troughs in this market, and some solid black body candles suggesting that there is potential for this market to trade lower. The market is trading above the cloud, so a bullish bias in the longer term time frame on the hourly charts, bullish in the medium term time frame by trading above the Kijun-sen, but that Kijun-sen is pointing flat, and very often when we see a flat Kijun-sen, price action is attracted back towards there, and that's exactly what we're seeing here at the moment. The market is also bearish in the short-term time frame by trading down below the Tenkan-sen, the green line here, and it does suggest that the market is destined for lower levels. Now, if this market does change trend and trade to higher levels, here's this 129.68 area that we saw on the daily charts, and the window, and that window coincides with an area around the first pivot point level of resistance. Now, whether this market has enough momentum from the buyers to trade up to those levels is debatable. It doesn't really seem the way that the market is developing at the moment that it will trade to those levels. So as we're approaching lower levels at the moment, the middle pivot point around the 128.76 level is important. Then we have support at the 128.57 level, we have the cloud, and then the first pivot point level of support at the 128 area. So they're the important areas of support if this market does trade down. At the moment, this current candle is developing, and it looks as though it's developing as a doji spinning top type candle in a first time frame downtrend. So if this candle closes in that manner, there is a possibility of a change of trend to the upside, but that could be a minor change of trend, just a test to a level, perhaps a Fibonacci level based on this first time frame downtrend, and then what we'd be looking for is small selling to come in based on those levels. We also have potential resistance around the Tenkan-sen, the green line here around 129.19 at the moment, and that may offer itself as potentially solid resistance to this market as well. But overall, a bullish market in big picture terms by trading above the cloud. But if we look at trading over the previous few days, the market has been oscillating above and below the cloud in terms of the hourly charts, and no clear sign of this market being strongly bullish at the moment in that time frame. Based on the series of lower peaks and lower troughs, it does suggest that this market will be trading to lower levels, but let's watch the areas of support and resistance that have been mentioned.